channel. Today I have another video in this video series for you, and it's all about how to communicate with your audience professionally. Now, if you haven't seen any of my other videos in this series, I highly recommend you go check them out. They're very informative, and these videos are all about how to get started to become an adult content creator. And of course, even if you aren't brand new to being an adult content creator, all of these videos are going to help you in one way or another to give you tips, tricks, advice, what have you, to improve your business and to help you succeed and have success as an adult content creator in this industry. Outside of this video series, I have already done so many very informative and helpful videos that can help you achieve success in the adult industry, so definitely check out those videos on my YouTube channel. But without further ado, let's get started. To start off, I want to say that you're going to want to have open communication with your fan base, and by that I mean do not paywall your messages. At least not the first message. When you're new and starting out, you are trying to build your fan base, and the moment you put a paywall on your communication, that is going to massively hinder your fan base, especially when you haven't accumulated a reputation to back yourself up. Now, of course, once you've built up a massive reputation, you can certainly by all means paywall your messaging time. But when you're starting out, I highly recommend that you have open communication. Now, when I say open communication, I don't mean that you should be responding to every customer and fan's questions and needs. Actually, I do recommend that you do paywall them to some extent. I recommend that you offer 3 to 5 free messages for your fans. And of course, this is a very generic number, and you should be using your intuition and your experience once you build some up to kind of identify where this conversation is going. Your communication with a customer gets you one thing, and that is sales, be it a video sale, a service sale, be it a custom video, a live show. So if you get an email saying, hey, you're really pretty, love to have a conversation with you, I am by all means not saying for you to start sitting there and typing about your life story. Quite the opposite. I do recommend that you have some sort of a payment system set up, either like a subscription-based platform like OnlyFans or Loyal Fans, where you can say, hey, follow me, subscribe to me there, and then we can chat for free. Or you can create a store item, say on ManyVids, where you can actually sell a messaging service like Snapchat or Kik and WhatsApp. And these messaging services can be exclusively used for personal chat, where the customer is paying for your time to chat with you. So if a customer is going to email you and say, hey, you're so pretty, I would love to have a conversation with you and chat with you, something along those lines, I would simply tell them, you can chat with me personally here. If you're interested in a custom video, custom photo set, anything like that, you can go here for that, and like just have a couple links in that email to redirect the customer, because you are not going to give your time to this customer for free. Now, you could just ignore this individual, you could do that, but if they're already showing interest in you, the least you can do is redirect them to your platforms where they can at least have the opportunity to potentially spend money on you. Every opportunity is an opportunity to make a sale, and do not want to pass that up. And of course, there's going to be factors around that too, where you will find yourself saying no a lot more the further you go in your career. But when you're starting out, you're going to find yourself saying yes a lot more than you say no. If a customer comes to you in an email asking you for a custom video or a custom photo set, perfect. This customer is already showing interest that they want to order something for you. So you need to be direct and to the point, how much something is going to cost, where to order this thing, and what you need from that customer for them to place their order. This will really help you give control of the messaging so that you can really direct this customer to a sale. And if they're clearly not going to be making a sale, you can simply give them your information of where they can make sales, and then from there it's up to you. Ignore them or block them if they refuse to pay for your time and they're continuously messaging you things like, hey baby. By the way, I have a very in-depth video already on my YouTube channel all about messaging. I'll plug it somewhere up here so you guys can take a look at that video. It is very informative, and it goes way more in depth on how to message your customers and be in control of the messaging conversation. This video is going into various other aspects though of messaging and communicating with your fans and your audience, because there's so much more to it than just how you are going to message a customer to get a sale. Now, communication with your fans and your customers is really important, and it's a skill that you can learn and develop and grow over time. You can also benefit from just simple things like listening skills and communication skills in general. These very general life skills can really help you navigate a conversation with your customers and even help drive sales to increase your monthly revenue. But another thing that's really important on this spectrum is also your level of professionalism. There's multiple things that go in here. One is keeping a cool head. I mean, sometimes when you're dealing with customers, it can be extremely frustrating. Sometimes the customer has a very short fuse and you're trying to explain something and they're just losing it at you. That happens. There's times a customer will get upset with you and want a refund or a redo because he asked for a custom video and you followed exactly what he said he wanted, but he anticipated and expected something else because he didn't give you the specific information or details that he was really expecting. The number one golden rule here is always keep a cool, level head. You could be raging in your head and like screaming and yelling and like being really upset, and that's one thing, but it's another thing to actually send a hate message to a customer. Do not do this. Try your best to keep a level head and not get upset with this customer. At the end of the day, if you are dealing with this customer in terms of like a service, at the very least, get this delivered, get it finalized, get it done. And if you have to, block the customer. You obviously do not want to put yourself through that stress again. Even if it was a large sale, you don't want to deal with that again. So blocking the customer once you've finalized any services is always like the best thing you can do for your own mental health, stability, and all that. That is really important for us as adult content creators. So that is one thing that you can do. But while you are actually actively working on the customer, it can be really difficult because he said, I wanted a custom video. You said, I can do a custom video for you. And then you're doing the custom video and there's just like thing after thing after thing that's just going wrong with communication that you wish you never even had to work with this customer. Now, it's one thing if you're actually getting something wrong or if there's delays on your end for some reason or another. I would communicate this with the customer, and if you did do something wrong, I think it is in your best interest to make it up to the customer by redoing his custom video, photo set, whatever it was. If you genuinely did something wrong and genuinely missed a step or something, it could be as simple as just filming an additional scene, or it could be as complex as having to redo the entire video. But I highly recommend you do this for your reputation. This will affect your reputation, so make sure that you are delivering what the customer is asking for. And if you make a mistake, and by the way, this happens, it's normal, it's okay. Just make sure that you're trying your best to correct the mistake, and don't half-ass it either. Like, go all the way there to try and correct this mistake that was on your part. And if the customer is still frustrated that you ended up making this mistake anyway, even though you did as much as you could to resolve it, you did the best you could, and mistakes happen because we're only human. So give yourself a bit of a break too if you had made the mistake, and once you have done everything in your power to try to fix the situation, and if the customer is still not satisfied, oh well, what can you do? Some customers are just genuinely never going to be happy, and that's just going to be a thing. It's just something you have to live with and be okay with. It happens from time to time. Most of your customers will give you positive feedback and be happy with your services and your deliveries. On that same note of professionalism too, there's one really big golden rule to remember. This is like almost like a hack to growing your reputation for your brand. And that is always under promise, always over deliver. And what that means is, say you say, I'm going to film you what you ask for. Film what he asks for, and don't like add any random things to it, because that can be a big no-no. But like over deliver on the quality, on the energy you bring to the table. Maybe you're saying that you're selling a messaging service where you're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna chat for this many minutes, and this is kind of like how much you're gonna get out of it, but then you actually deliver a little bit more. When you're under promising and over delivering, your customers are gonna be blown away. They're gonna be like, whoa, I knew I was spending money on this, but I'm getting all of this. This is amazing. That's gonna make your customers really happy. That's gonna boost your reputation. It's gonna be amazing for your business. And every single time you have a customer who wants something and you have the opportunity to give this customer what they want, you have an opportunity to blow that customer away and to build your reputation. And it's always an opportunity. You do not want to lose out your opportunity here, especially when you are new. I can't stress that enough. Being unprofessional, doing things like raging at a customer in private messages, or taking way too long to deliver a custom video, or delivering a custom video is totally a mess, and you're not even giving an opportunity to make up for this custom video. All of these things can really hurt your reputation, especially early on. So try your best to take every customer as this big opportunity to blow them away and boost your reputation. This is so important, and it's going to do wonders for your business and your brand. So how you communicate with your customers is really important. Your level of professionalism is really important, and how you take control of the conversation is really important. And it's also very important to build your reputation through working with your customers on these projects, these sales, these services, these things that they're purchasing from your store, your brand. So that's what I have for you today. I hope this video was very informative and helpful to help you succeed as an adult content creator. Of course, if you have any questions for me, your brain is just burning with these questions that you want answers to, please comment down below whatever question that you have that you want me to answer that I did not answer in this video. These videos are being launched all throughout July. It's a 10-part series. They're all pre-filmed, and towards the end of July, I am going to be going through all of your comments and pulling all of your questions so I can do a Q&A towards end of July for the final video of this series. Well, babes, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turning on that notification bell, and I will see you very soon with the next video in this series. And it's all about time-saving hacks. You are really going to love this video, so stay tuned. Bye for now.